Today, I'm going to show you a 4-step method to rebuild self-worth from absolute zero. Before we dive in, if you're watching this right now, I want you to know something. The fact that you're here means you're already taking the first step towards healing. That voice in your head telling you you're not enough, it's not yours. It was planted there by someone who couldn't see your worth. Let me start with the reality of where you might be right now. What I call the before. This is where self-hatred feels like your default setting. You might experience these signs like you apologize constantly, even for existing in a space. You overthink how others perceive you in every interaction. Your inner dialogue sounds exactly like your critic's voice. You don't trust your own judgment anymore. You feel unworthy of basic care or kindness. Someone important to you, maybe a partner, a parent, or even a close friend, planted these thoughts. And over time, you took over their job. You became your own worst critic. But here's what I need you to understand. And this might be hard to believe right now, but that voice is lying to you. It has always been lying. And I'm going to prove it to you today. Take a quick second right now and drop a heart in the comments if you've experienced this before. Now let's talk about the bridge, the exact steps that will take you from self-hatred to genuine self-love. I'm going to break it down into 4 concrete steps. Step 1, voice separation. The first critical step is separating that critical voice from your authentic voice. Right now, they're tangled together, so your healing feels impossible. Here's the exercise, the voice journal. Take a notebook and create 2 columns. In the left column, write down those critical thoughts exactly as they come. You're not good enough. No one will ever truly love you. Whatever they are for you. Now for the powerful part. In the right-hand column, I want you to identify whose voice that actually is. Is it your ex, a parent, a former friend? Write down their name and their relationship to you. This simple act creates distance. It shows your brain that these thoughts aren't yours. They were installed by someone else. Try this tonight, just 5 minutes. Write down those thoughts and label where they came from. You'll be shocked at how quickly you start recognizing them as foreign objects in your mind. Step 2, evidence collection. Once you've identified that critical voice as external, you need to start actively challenging it with evidence. Your brain has been collecting proof that you're unworthy for years. Now it's time to build a counter case. This is where the evidence log comes in. Every single day for at least 2 weeks, I want you to document one thing you did well, no matter how small. One time you showed up for yourself and showed kindness. One quality others appreciate about you. At first, this is going to feel almost impossible. Your brain will want to resist it. That's normal. You're rewiring neural pathways. Start tiny if you need to. Did you brush your teeth today? That's self-care. Did you text someone back? That's being reliable. By day 14, you will have 42 pieces of evidence challenging that critical voice. This isn't toxic positivity, it's deliberate recalibration. Your brain has collected selective evidence. Now you're balancing the scales. Step 3, the 2-minute mirror technique. For just 2 minutes each morning, I want you to stand in front of a mirror and speak to your reflection as if you were speaking to your best friend or a child you love. Here's exactly how to do it. Position yourself at eye level with your reflection. Place one hand over your heart. Use your own name when speaking. Say the exact words of encouragement you'd say to someone you deeply care about. For example, Pamela, I see how hard you're trying. I'm proud of you for getting up today. You deserve kindness, especially from yourself. The first few times I tried this, I cried. I couldn't look at myself in the eye. If this happens to you, it's okay. It means you're doing it right. You're challenging years of conditioning. The science behind this is fascinating. Mirror work creates a psychological pattern interrupt. When you see yourself visually while speaking kindly in the second person, you bypass those critical filters that usually reject positive self talk. Step 4, boundary construction. The final step in our bridge is creating boundaries that protect your growing self worth. When someone has torn you down, your boundary system is usually damaged too. Here's the method to use. Identify your non-negotiables, those behaviors you will no longer accept. Create scripts for enforcing those boundaries, like practice delivering them. For example, a non-negotiable might be, I will no longer allow anyone to comment negatively about my appearance. So create a script, and your script could be something like, I'm uncomfortable with comments about my body. Let's change the subject. Or more directly, please don't comment on my appearance. It's not helpful to me. What makes this step crucial is that boundaries aren't just about others. They're also messages to yourself that you deserve respect. Each time you enforce a boundary, you are telling that critical voice, actually, I am worthy of proper treatment. Start with just one boundary this week. Choose something that comes up regularly, but isn't your most triggering issue. Build confidence with smaller boundaries before tackling the big ones. Now let's talk about the after. What you're building toward. I want to be clear, self-love after self-hatred isn't about never having doubts or bad days. It's about fundamentally changing your relationship with yourself. In the after, you'll notice you catch critical thoughts before they spiral. Your default self-talk becomes supportive, not destructive. You trust your own perceptions and feelings, and you can accept compliments without deflecting. You prioritize your needs without guilt, and you recognize your inherent worth isn't tied to achievement or others' validation. These changes don't happen overnight. They build gradually through consistent practice of the 4 steps. But I promise you, the person who started this journey believing every cruel word someone else has said about them can become someone who knows their own worth. You could be someone independent of anyone else's opinion. So where do you start? Here's your simple action plan for this week. Tonight, do your first voice journal entry, 2 columns, separating critical thoughts from your authentic voice. Number 2, tomorrow morning, try the 2-minute mirror technique. Just once, even if it feels uncomfortable. And for the next 7 days, record 3 pieces of evidence each day in your evidence log. By the end of the week, identify 1 boundary you'll start enforcing. Remember, you don't develop self-hatred overnight, and rebuilding self-love is a process. The key is consistency with these practices. I can promise you this, if you commit to these 4 steps, even imperfectly, you will begin to hear that critical voice fade and your authentic voice strengthen. The journey from self-hatred to self-love becomes possible, one small step at a time. If this video helped you, please like it so it can reach others who might need these tools also. And subscribe for more healing resources. Remember, the voice that matters most is yours, and it's time to make it a voice of compassion, not criticism. You've got this, and I'm here for you every step of the way. And as always, thank you for letting me share this information with you.